The Mkwanazi fans, the Masimola fans, the Kumalo fans, Kobichinara, come a little bit closer. We need to talk. I'm just going to talk about one thing, just one thing. I'm going to talk to you about the PKTT. The 100 million rand a year waste of money, investigating almost no dockets, coming up with almost zero results, leaving a body count behind that is shocking. They're killing minors, they're killing innocent people. They come to your house, they arrest you. In the presence of your family, they handcuff you, and somewhere between your house and the police station, you end up dead.
The Political Killings Task Team arrested a 29-year-old suspect for the murder of Inkosi Spamandla Khumalo and his wife, Thuthukile Khumalo, who were shot and killed in a hail of bullets in October 2023. The suspect was arrested on a warrant of arrest which was executed on him whilst in custody in Gauteng province on Thursday, 14 May 2026. On the morning of October 28, 2023, Inkosi Khumalo, who was the chief of Amantungwa, was driving with his wife and their 4-year-old son along the R34 road in Betulspruit, Ntlazadolo, when they were ambushed by two suspects who allegedly opened fire on them from inside a vehicle. The victim's vehicle veered off the road and came to a halt at nearby open field. The suspects reportedly got out of their vehicle and followed them as they continued shooting. When police arrived at the scene, the 4-year-old son was found in a pool of blood, unharmed. His parents were declared dead at the scene. The docket was handed over to the PKTT and formed part of the now famous 121 dockets. Investigations revealed that the suspect was in custody in Gauteng, where he was arrested for the murder of 2 people, including a police officer, who were shot and killed in Kagiso. He was also found in possession of 3 AK-47 assault rifles. Ballistic results match one of the rifles with the scene where Inkosi Khumalo and his wife were killed. Apart from the Kagiso double murder and the murder of Inkosi Khumalo and his wife, the suspect is also linked with murders in Richards Bay and other parts of the country. The suspect will appear in the Utrecht Magistrate Court on Friday, 15 May 2026 on 2 counts of murder and attempted murder. Ukhumbula ukuthi iPKTT yaqala ibheka nje ama-political killings kuphela. Kodwa ukuhamba kwesikhathi ngenxa yokukhuphuka kwezinga lokubulawa kwabantu abangamakhosi ney'nduna, abantu base-KZN bayazi ukuthi ke kwafika isikhathi lapho khona amakhosi ezizwe akabulawa kakhulu. Ngisho ney'nduna zawo bezike zabulawa kakhulu. Then base behlela ukuthi lawo madokhethi lawo okubulawa kwamakhosi ney'nduna waphathwe i-Political Killings Task Team. Ephuzu elisho Fadil Adams mayiqala le video lapha athe khona umsebenzi we-PKTT awukho, ba-waste nje imali mahhala, 100 million, 0 docket abawa-investigator. Ngiyafisa kodwa ukuthi sidlule la.
Broadly, we are quite encouraged by the work of the Political Killings Task Team. You will recall since the establishment, we are now standing at 407 arrests. 35 of those are police officers. We had 178 hitmen that were arrested so far, that have been arrested so far. We have about 76 hitmen coordinators, more than 40 hit orderers, which are the masterminds, which includes your senior municipal officials, your councillors, your tenderpreneurs. We've got 30 that were getaway vehicle drivers. We've got 42 spotters and so on. And in terms of convictions, we are standing at 140 that were found guilty and sentenced to time in prison.
Ilanga sengathi umuntu mayizokhuluma angaqala enze research yakhe bese khuluma ama facts, especially ma uyi-leader. Uyabona mongalalela media briefing kaGeneral Mkhwanazi nge-6 July 2025. Mayiqala nje uqala akhulume nge-success, how many cases aba-investigatile, how kwenzakalani, ase-court mangaki, those nama-convictions mangaki. Bese uyakhuluma-ke, kodwa ukhulume based on facts. Kuyihlazo into esho Adams ukuthi they are wasting 100 million akuboshwa umuntu, kodwa kube kukhulunywa nga-400 and something yabantu. I-PKTT iyona political task team engiyaziyo mina ekwazi ukubopha inkabi, ibophe someone wa drive inkabi, ibophe lo kuyena wakhipha imali. Esikhathini esiningi ijwayele ukuboshwa inkabi nje kuphela. Uma sekuboshwa inkabi bese lephelela lapha icase lakhona. Kodwa i-PKTT iyadlula kwinkabi, ilande wonke umuntu waparticipate uma kuhlelwa ukuze kubulawe lowo muntu loyo. Yona task team engiyaziyo yenza lokho. Mhlawumbe khona wena uyazi, ungangitshela la comment section. Uma sidlula phambili, the commission's recommendations investigative task team has brought additional charges on defeating and obstructing the cause of justice against Sergeant Fanny Nkosi. Sergeant Nkosi is now expected to appear before the Thohoyandou Magistrate Court on Friday. It is alleged that on 10 November 2022, a suspect was arrested for possession of dagga, unlicensed firearms, and explosive. Investigations indicate that Sergeant Nkosi fetched the original case docket under the pretext that he had been sent by head office. A few months later, he allegedly returned to Thohoyandou, identified himself as a colonel from head office, and removed the confiscated dagga from police custody. He later booked in the exhibit as head office, but it was later discovered that one of the exhibit bag containing the dagga was tampered with. Akonakele, uzokhumbula ukuthi ngosuku aboshwa ngalo, amaphoyisa athola amadokethi emzini wakhe Sergeant Nkosi. Amadokethi ayehlangene nama-cash in transit. Okungekho record lokuthi lawo madokethi aphuma kanjani kuma-stations lawo aye kuwo. Kodwa atholakala emzini kaSergeant Nkosi. Njengoba namanje kuvela icala lokuthi kwaboshwa umuntu wafika yena wazolanda idokethi. Yabona makuthiwa ukuhlupheka kezwana kusuke kushiwo into ezinje. Yazi usabhekane namacala ngapho belwela ibhayili, ekhalela ukuthi akaphume ngebhayili at least, wabeka nesizathu sokuthi akulula ukuthi abaleke manje ngoba useyaziwa uvelile kuMadlanga Commission, wonke umuntu useyakwazi ukum-identify. Kodwa nje ukuqhubeka kokuvela kwamacala kanje, uvela ubona isinqumo senkantolo songamniki ibhayili ngathi bese right. Ave kujabulisa lokho kwenzakalayo ukuthi labantu abasebenza ezikhundleni eziphezulu lapha emaphoyiseni sibabone nawo bebhekana nomthetho, ngoba labantu bebe untouchable for a city isikhathi. And we must give credit where it's due. Fanele simbonge uMinister Senzo Mchunu, siphinde simbonge uGeneral Sibiya. Funa sibabonge laba babili ngoba uMinister Senzo Mchunu yena owahlakaza ipolitical killings task team. uGeneral Sibiya uyena wathatha amadokethi la 121. Ukuba bakwenzanga lokho, ngabe lamahlazo esiwezwayo nasiwabukayo kuMadlanga Commission nesawezwa kwe-ad hoc committee ngaba siwezwanga. Ngabe leya media briefing ngomhla ka-6 ngaba izange bebikho. Ngakho ke amaqiniso asobala ngenxa labantu ababili funeka sibabonge. Siyabonga phakade kagugi konje basho njalo abakwamchunu. Siyabonga Macingwane indaba ezithe. Siyabonga nakwesotobe. Umsebenzi nawenza muhle kakhulu ukuthi hlakaza political killings task team thathe la amadokethi ayi-121 ngoba uGeneral Mkhwanazi eseParliament wakhuluma kanje.
Commissioner, it is exactly that which triggered my involvement in this. I was minding my business in KZN as a province. I had sent members to go and assist the GCI ops. I started getting report of what's happening in the GCI ops. And I started getting myself being attacked by some journalists in the media, putting my stories out there. And I started asking questions, why are these things happening? So as I track back, and I'm getting these reports from what this team is doing in Gauteng, and I started connecting the dots, and the picture started emerging. They invited me into this thing, commissioners. Had they left KZN with a team like that and dealt with the GCI ops, perhaps I wouldn't be sitting here today. But they invited me into the picture because we are disbanding something that's operating in KZN. That is where I'm responsible for. And you're not giving me the reasons. And I'm trying to reach out to find out what is the reason, and I'm not getting answers. So I keep having that question mark as to why, what made you sign this letter? Why are you disbanding this team? Why is it bothering you? And then when I hear what they are doing, those ones in Gauteng, then the confirmation is that it's a missed target. They were worried about the people carrying the dockets in Gauteng. And this country owes the two sergeants, very junior members, who started this fire in Gauteng. They don't sleep at home to date. Their families are disrupted. They started this fire in Gauteng. And Khumalo took a responsibility of protecting them with the team from KZN. I suspect that the people that wanted to deal with this too, they could not access them because there was this KZN squad around them. So in thinking that they're seeing the KZN squad, they assume that it is the political killings task team that is running this operation. So to disband the team, you'll see the messages, the instructions of General Sibiya's letter says, shut down members must go back to their units and get every file, every evidence that is in that file. Bring it here.
Bonke abantu ababa exposed, bonke abantu ababoshwayo funa bazi ukuthi babili abantu abasusa yonke lento. Uminister no General Sibiya. Mina nawe sidibane kwivideo elandelayo, ungakhohlwa ukusubscribe, share, comment, ulike.